get it, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Good with it, bro. Make sure I got that on there.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well. Up the middle with Eckler.
You hold the block, we'll be all right. You got to hold the block.
2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one off the mark. A little late with a throw.
Oh, my. You know that that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
And this one is right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
Well,
that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, need
The
that.
first play of the game going to be
Need
intercepted.
that.
Picked by Kenneth Murray, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Give him 5
You
on the
gotta
carry
get
there,
out
and
to
it'll be
the
second
edge,
down.
though, bro. Like, you gotta. You just gotta.
Once more, here's
like
Eckler.
that.
And that play going
You gotta be
absolutely
there. You gotta get
nowhere
out to
as
the
he's
edge
belted
for it.
before he could get out of the backfield. Here's Herbert.
Need that.
It's his caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
They go play action. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Need that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Herbert off of play action.
Yes, on me.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Play fake. Cousins.
Come on, man.
Incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Crowd right. Let's go. Hey, Ram.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Herbert now. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Dog. Let's go.
Gerald Everett, 56 yards. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Throwing is Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Cousins again. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Play action now. Cousins. Touchdown! Alexander Madison from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Kappa. 5-9. Let's go. Hey, Ram.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Off the play fake, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. The Vikings,
you gotta pick that shit.
2 games thus far.
Damn.
It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now Cousins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne, 45 yards. And the Vikings are back within a score. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second. And now off to the races down the right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Uncorks one for Davis. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They go play action. Cousins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
3rd down and 1. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. K.J. Osborne with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Hey, ram. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers. Darius Davis, 64 yards. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Flushed out right. They throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Here is Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. On the move to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Goddamn go, man.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled.
That's the fumble right there.
Line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll go Madison up the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And he stopped immediately there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 10.
Going on the ground with Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception.
Herbert going to change the play here.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
49 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
They'll run here with Eckler. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Eckler. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Eckler now between the tackles. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for L.A. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. And they can't bring him down.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side, and Osborne has it.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Here's 2nd down.
On play action, Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Cousins now.
This goes out wide from Madison.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Here we go.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
We got to have 2 hands on the foot.
Oh, that's it right there. That's it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect.
Let's fucking go.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's Eckler again.
Let's fucking go, bro.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the 1st, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's 1st down.
Now Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
No, sir.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On the
Amir.
And he is met in his
go.
tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly.
Hell no. Let's fucking go defense.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Defense, nigga! Fucking defense, nigga! That's all me, nigga! That's all me! Fuck Justin Jefferson, nigga!
It's a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls.
Fucking defense!
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
Defense!
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Fourth down, Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Cousins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Defense, bro. That's all users. Stop playing with me, bro.
Quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Hell no. Hell no.
On this one is the last throw intercepted.
I ain't even had to put double coverage on that nigga, but I did it for the fuck of it. Let's go.
Only matter to the statisticians is this ball.
Justin Jefferson getting the hell down today.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually